I'm Melissa Hillebrenner, the director of Girl Up, and you're watching Verge magazine online.
Love, my love, follow your heart. My love, love, love. My love, love, love.
Hello, my name is Olivia Cappuccini and you're watching Verge magazine online. It's my pleasure to introduce Melissa Hillebrenner, the director of the Girl Up campaign, which is under the United Nations Foundation umbrella. So how are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Good. And it's actually particularly special that we're interviewing you here in London because Girl Up launched last night here at the Hospital Club and it was amazing. Did you feel like it was a success as well?
Yes, we were very pleased. The turnout was amazing. The energy and excitement in the room was definitely palpable. I think I was on an adrenaline high all evening and just really an exciting night for Girl Up.
Yeah. Before we sort of delve into more about how Girl Up works, I'd like to ask you a more personal question, just because I think it relates quite nicely. So when you were growing up, who was your role model, Melissa?
Well, I think like many girls who can probably would give the same answer, my mother was a huge role model for me. She was very well educated. She worked, she's still alive, I say was, but she's not working any longer. So she, master's degree, she was a teacher, she was a health professional, and she worked all through my childhood. And I think she really showed me that you can be a good mother and achieve all of your professional goals and dreams. And I think she also was a caretaker, and she, by teaching and by working in hospitals and being a healthcare professional, she showed her heart and her compassion. And I think that my drive to work at Girl Up and to help others and to raise funds and really try to make the world a better place really comes from my mother.
Yeah, okay, great. And can you tell us a bit more about how Girl Up encourages girls to help others in underdeveloped countries?
Absolutely. So the mission of Girl Up is to raise funds and awareness for adolescent girls in developing countries, the hardest to reach, most marginalized girls in places like Africa, Central America, other parts of the world. And so what we really wanted to do with this campaign was create a platform for girls, teen girls, all over the world. We've started in the US, but we're branching out from there to really learn about the issues that their peers, their sisters, are facing, and then be inspired to act. So whether that's hosting fundraisers, spreading awareness in their schools and their communities, or reaching out to their national governments to prioritize adolescent girls in their foreign policy. We really wanted to build out a menu of ways that girls could get involved, and what we found is you tell them a story, you expose them to this issue, and their hearts are in it. They're changed forever. If you imagine yourself at 15, and I think of myself at 15, it was not that long ago, maybe a little bit. You know, I certainly don't know what it would be like, and at 15 I wouldn't have been able to know what it was like to be in a place like Ethiopia and be worried about having to get married at that age, and having it not be my choice and being taken out of school. And when we talk to girls in the US and in other parts of the world and in Europe and in other developed countries, you tell them that story and they may not know what it would be like to live in Africa. Maybe they've never traveled there and they don't really know what it would be like to have to be thinking about getting married. But they do know what it's like to be 15. And so they can relate because they think of their lives in this moment and what they care about and the things that are important to them. And then they think of that other reality and it really sticks. They really get it. And from that moment on, you know, they're in it and they're committed, and it's really our job at Girl Up and our mission of our campaign to give them meaningful actions to do so that they can feel empowered and like they're making a difference for girls just like them.
Yeah. No, I mean, I massively respect that quality about the campaign. I don't know any other charity that that sort of puts pressure on the younger generation to take responsibility for the welfare of others, because we should, and we've got the means to now. So this is something I've always wondered about a charity and how it works. Is it ever difficult to distribute funds amongst so many different causes and in so many different countries? Because you can't, I don't know, can you prioritize one from the other, or is it done on a project-by-project basis? How does it work?
I think there's two unique things about how we are allocating the funds that we raise through the campaign. So one is that our partner is the UN. So we work across multiple UN agencies. We work with the Refugee Agency, UNHCR. We work with UNICEF. We work with the Population Fund, which is UNFPA. And then we work with many other agencies who partner with those kind of key agencies in each country. So part of how we decide where the funds go is by working with our UN agency counterparts, and they tell us where's the need, where do they have the staff and the offices and the local buy-in and the influence, where if we wanted to go in and prioritize a program for girls, it would be received well and they would have the capacity to implement it. So that does help us. The other thing that we do is we take a comprehensive approach. In each place where we decide to partner with the UN, we take a comprehensive approach, because we know that, for example, if we were just building schools, we could have empty school buildings. If we didn't deal with, is it safe to get to that school? Are there separate latrines when the girls get there? Are there teachers? Are there books? Are girls getting married, or are they dropping out of school because they're getting pregnant? So you can't, it's really hard to have successful impact if you are isolating specific issues. A lot of things lead to girls being out of school. There's a lot of barriers that have to be overcome, and those are different in every part of the world. It's not a solution that you can apply from Guatemala to Ethiopia to India. There's different reasons, and so you have to take all that into account. So we really believe that the best program is a comprehensive program that looks at education, health, safety, leadership opportunities, and also just being counted to begin with.
Amazing. Okay, great. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us. And well, I mean, there's no excuse why everyone in the UK, all the girls, can't get involved. Can you explain to our Verge viewers and everyone else how this can be possible, how we can get involved?
Absolutely. Well, we had our big event last night introducing Girl Up here in London, which is a very exciting moment for the campaign. And really the actions are the same no matter where you are in the whole world. So whether that's here in London or anywhere else that people might be tuning in. Our website is www.girlup.org, and if you are a teen viewer, I encourage everyone to look into our clubs. That's really where girls come together. Middle school, high school, university, really kind of all ages, and getting some friends together, learning about the issues, deciding what kind of impact you want to have. And we have close to 600 clubs in 35 countries around the world, and there's a community where you can share with others. And so that's definitely always my first kind of call to action. And follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. I think social media is this global equalizer, and we have a really wonderful international base of supporters that Girl Up, and I think it's through social media that people have found us. And then we'll be back in London. We'll be doing more events. We have a lot of really great follow-up to do from our exciting event last night, and we always post what we're doing on our social media and through our blog. A really, really great way to learn about Girl Up and to see what other supporters are doing and what kind of issues we're highlighting, what we're doing with our UN partners is through our blog, which you can also access at our website.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.